the internet, Donna here. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about soft relines where your bite is concerned. Now, I was asked a question today about if a snug up application of denture fit will correct a bite that's gone wonky. After reading the post that prompted this person to ask me the question, I'm left with a couple of different answers. One is yes, one is no, and one is go to the dentist instead. So let me explain why I come to three different decisions on this. I have a little bit of experience with this because my immediate dentures from Affordable Dentures ended up, before I finally didn't wear them anymore and ordered from JO's Denture Lab, ended up with a pretty severe bite issue. Like, the teeth were pulling my jaw into a crossbite where it was over here so that I could chew. It was really uncomfortable. It was really bothersome. It was just bad. I went to my dentist to let them know that I had a bite issue. And the first thing that they did, because I was due for one, is they attempted a soft reline to correct the issue. I was healing at a very rapid rate, where the original poster of the post in the Facebook group that prompted this person to ask me this question, she said that your mom told her blah, 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 blah. The original poster is in an immediate denture and does have fresh extractions, fairly fresh extractions. So at that point where I had a soft reline to correct my issue, I was still having really rapid healing and rapid changes to my gums because my extractions were so fresh. The dental assistant who did my soft reline at that point, knowing that she was supposed to be correcting an off-center bite, correcting an unnatural crossbite with the fit of the dentures, she put soft reline material in the upper and in the lower, then she lined up the bite on the teeth and put them in my mouth at the same time, held them in place with her fingers like this, and had me bite down without moving the dentures, so that when the material set, the bite would come together where it was supposed to. Now, because it was so far off from the build of the dentures, this only worked for 4 or 5 days before the soft liners started wearing down, and the denture would scoot back to where it was supposed to fit, and pulled my lower denture further and further over this way because the midline was so off. Anyway, and it wasn't a good fix. So I thought to myself, and I was kind of inexperienced with soft relines and denture fit and comfort lining and reline it from Walmart and all these, different options. At the time, I thought, okay, I've got this denture fit here that I have, and I have this denture fit that I have. I thought, okay, I've got this denture fit here. Let me see if I can do it better because I have that attitude a lot. Let me see if I can do this better than the dental assistant did. So I took my denture fit and I put it into my lower denture because one of the things that Juliet at Denture Fit had stressed to me on my very first phone call with her is that on a snug up application with Denture Fit, you're not going to reapply to the palate. So I didn't want to reapply to the soft reline that was already in my palate. So I did this on my lower denture. I chucked a whole tube of Denture Fit into that lower trough and kind of bit down and scooted the teeth around until they lined back up again with the upper. And that actually held for almost 2 months until it was time for my next soft reline. And I say almost 2 months because before the 2 months was up, I went back to the dentist crying because the bite issue was slowly, my upper was moving, and it was slowly pulling things back out of alignment. It was painful to eat. It was painful to chew. It was painful to close my mouth to where my dentures wanted to rest together in their bite. So they ended up adjusting the occlusal edges of my teeth. And occlusal edges, not to throw jargon at you guys, but that's the biting and chewing surfaces of your teeth. That's these surfaces here. These are occlusal. So there's your word of the day. Next time you hear a cluesel, boys and girls, scream real loud. Ah! Knowing what I do now about the different soft reline options out there, if I had it to go back and do over again, I would have pulled the material out of my upper and relined that first, and then maybe done a snug up application to that and it's important because the palate of your mouth doesn't change. The roof of your mouth doesn't change. No matter how rapidly your gums are changing, how quickly or severely or how much your gums are changing, the roof of your mouth is always the same. So when you do the snug up application, either with a denture fit or with any other reline material, you're going to put your finger up on your suction spot on your palate and push it into place, because that's not going to change. And you want that reline material to flow into the voids that have been created from your tissues changing. So it's like that, and not like this, and trying to adjust where your teeth belong, because your teeth are going to settle into where they belong if this doesn't change. Now, granted, after a while with immediate dentures, it could start to feel like a hockey puck in your mouth, but the center is going to stay where it belongs, and the teeth are going to be where they belong, because the roof of your mouth doesn't change, and so the suction spot on your palate is going to remain consistent as well. So a snug up application wouldn't correct a bite issue in that instance, but then putting denture fit or reline it or comfort lining or something into the trough of the lower denture and biting down and adjusting where this goes, when you know damn well this is where it belongs right here, adjusting this one might help to solve the issue. Given that it's an immediate denture, given that extractions are fairly fresh, I would say in this instance, though, it's probably best, and I understand if it's like a 2-hour drive, whatever, but in this instance, it really is best to go back to your dentist. If your dentures are under warranty, and they are, when you have an immediate denture, your dentures are under warranty until you get your permanent denture. Check your paperwork on that, if just to make sure that I'm right, that your denture place gave you the same warranty as what I got. If your dentures are under warranty, hold your dentist responsible for them, because he is or she is. Now, I can understand wanting to be, that do-it-yourselfer if your dentist is a 2-hour drive away, that kind of thing. I get it. But if you have the warranty on your dentures, make sure, number one, that you're not voiding your warranty when you do things to your dentures. And number two, that you have some kind of an idea that what you're doing might really fix your issue. Call Jennifer at Comfort Lining. Call Juliet or Tom or Steve at Denture Fit. Call the customer service number on the Reline It Kit instruction sheet. Call and make sure that what you're about to do could actually work before A, you waste product, B, you mess up your dentures, and C, you cause yourself further grief, inconvenience, and annoyance by making a bad situation worse unintentionally. So what about you? What questions do you have about this? Have you done something to your dentures that caused them to be more wonkified than they started? Have you fixed something and had a big "I'm a hero" moment with your dentures? I would love to hear all about that. Leave me a comment below. I love to read and respond to every single one. That's going to be all that I have for you today until I am back again with a fresh new video. Be good to each other, keep smiling, and keep being awesome.